Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Let's Speak in English. Today we're going to discuss in detail about pronouns. Let's have a look here why we use pronouns. Why we need pronouns in sentence? There are three reasons. The most important reason we use pronouns in sentence. The first one here, pronouns help avoid repetitive nouns, making sentence concise. Make sentence in a short form so we can understand it clearly. Is make sentence concise. And second rule here, they maintain the flow and clarity of communication. And third one here, mastering of pronouns enhances both writing and speaking skills. These are three reasons. That's why we use pronouns in the sentence. What is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of noun in a sentence. Pronoun help avoid repetition and make sentence sound smoother. There are several types of pronouns, each serving a different function. Let's describe types of pronouns one by one in detail. First of all, we have here personal pronouns. So, personal pronouns represent specific people or things and can function as subject, object, and so possession in the sentence. So, for example here, when the personal pronoun work as subject in the sentence, these example here for personal pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, they perform the action. And these are the example of personal pronouns in when we use as a subject in sentence. An example we have here, they are going to the park. So here we use they. This is subjective pronouns and we use in this sentence here. Let's describe when personal pronouns work as object in the sentence and we ask them objective pronouns. For example, me, you, him, her, it, us, them. They receive the action. This is act as an object in the sentence and this is known as objective pronoun in sentence. For example, the teacher called me. So me here is an objective pronoun. So when personal pronoun act as a possession in a sentence, that time we ask it possessive pronouns. So example of possessive pronouns, mine, your, his, hers, its, ours, their. They indicate the ownership. For example, that car is her and her is described here as possessive pronouns. Let's we have a look here. When we using personal pronouns, sometimes we mix them together and we make mistake. Common mistake we do while we using personal pronoun. Avoid mixing subjective and objective pronoun together and they work incorrectly in sentence. For example, here, me and him are friends. This is incorrect sentence because me is subjective pronoun and him is an objective pronouns. So this make the sentence incorrect, and correct will be like here, he and I are friends. This is correct sentence here. When we use personal pronoun, we should not mix them subjective or objective together. We have to keep them separate. Let's we have look next pronoun. Next one we have here reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object of a sentence are the same person or things. When in a sentence, subject and object is only same person or same thing, that time we use reflexive pronouns. For example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourself, yourself, themselves. These are examples of reflexive pronouns. Let's we have example of reflexive pronouns. Example here, she made herself a cup of tea. Herself described here reflexive pronouns. And key rule we have to remember while we using reflexive pronouns, do not use reflexive pronouns when there is no reflexive relationship. For example, we have here, myself went to the store. Here myself is incorrect in the sentence and correct will be here, I went to the store. This is the correct form of the sentence. Let's proceed on the next pronouns, demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point to specific things or people and indicate proximity. Proximity describe about how far is thing from us or how near a thing from us. Example of demonstrative pronouns here, this, that, these, those. These are example of demonstrative pronouns. For example, we have here, this is my book. So book is near, describe the proximity, and those are their bags. The bags are far from there, and this describe about far proximity of demonstrative pronouns. Let's have further clarification here while we using demonstrative pronouns. Use this and these for nearby item and that and those for distant item. On a item that's nearby us we use this and these. On a item that's far from us we use that or those. This describe about proximity in demonstrative pronouns. Let's proceed on the next pronoun, interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask question and usually appear at the beginning of interrogative sentences. Example of interrogative pronouns here, who, whom, whose, which, what. These are example of interrogative pronouns. Let's we have in sentence here, who is responsible for this task. So this describe interrogative pronouns. And we have a tip here to remember interrogative pronouns very easily. Use who for the subject and whom for the object. So when we using in sentence, we use who for subject and whom for object. For example here, who called you? So this is act as subject in the sentence, and whom did you call? So this work as object in the sentence. Let's we proceed on the next pronouns, relative pronouns. Relative pronouns introduce relative clauses adding information to a noun or pronoun. For example here, who, whom, which, that. These are example of relative pronouns. Let's we have example in sentence here. The book that you gave me is fascinating. That here is relative pronouns, and we have further clarification. To remember relative pronoun easily, use who for peoples and which for things, and use that for essential clauses and which for non-essential one. So we can remember relative pronoun by using who for people, which for things, and use that for essential clauses and which for non-essential one. Hopefully you understand relative pronouns here very well. Let's we proceed on next pronoun. We have here indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun refer to non-specific people or objects and may function as singular, plural, or both in the sentence. For example here, anyone, everyone, nobody, several, many, few, all. These are examples of indefinite pronouns. To remember indefinite pronouns, we have a tip here so we can understand it easily. Make sure indefinite pronoun agree with verbs in number. So it's be singular or plural, we have to make sure while we use in sentence. For example here, everyone is happy. This is singular here, and many are present. This is plural here. We have to make sure verbs in number while we using in sentence indefinite pronouns. Let's we proceed on the next pronoun, reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns express a mutual relationship between two or more people or things. An example here, each other, one another. An example in usage, the teammate congratulated each other after the game. So each other here, and this described in the sentence, is reciprocal pronouns. Let's we further have look to remember reciprocal pronouns. Here is a clarification. So each other typically refer to two, while one other often refer to more than two. Hopefully you understand all about pronouns. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Give us a like and subscribe the channel as well.